It's Gaynor again. I had a request of the lovely, oh, let me find her name now, I'm terrible. Kath Grantham. She said she'd watched the beautiful Sam Pootles doing her little desk tidy. And as I've watched the same video, and as Sam only did, I think, one or two of the little boxes in the bottom tray, I think Kath got a little bit confused, bless her. So she's asked me if I would do a video on Sam's box. So thank you, Sam, for putting that out there. I will do my best to honour your name as much as I can. And I'm going to try and do your little box. So I'm going to start with the bottom tray. It's like 5 little boxes and it all fits in one tray. So these are the designer series pieces I'm using. I'm using all old cardstock and old DSP because this one is just going to be given to Lola probably. I've got my desk tidies, I've made my own. Mine's got little boxes in, but my one is just designed 4 inches wide for my, I've got a runner at the back of my desk, which is like a lip, and it fits in there perfectly. So that's my one. But I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to start with the outer tray. Now this is 8 1/4 by 8 5/8, and we're going to score this at 1/2 inch and 1 3/4 on all 4 sides. So please, if you want to pause and go and get your cardstock, we can do this together. So 1/2 inch and 1 3/4, and again 1/2 inch and 1 3/4. What we're going to do now, I'm going to keep that tray there. What we're going to do now is we are going to cut up our sides. Remove these 2 little boxes on the end. And this one here. And then we're going to notch in. And you're going to do that on all the 4 corners. So up. Remove. Remove. And notch. And notch. This little flap, you can notch these as well if you want. This little flap here is going to reinforce the sides to make them stronger. Not that I don't think it needs it. I'm just following Sam's instructions to the T because she makes wonderful boxes, bless her soul. And I'm going to make as many as I can. Fingers crossed my camera won't run out after 47 minutes because I've changed the shots on it. So try and remove that score line if possible. Try not to leave it in like I'm doing. There we go. And this one as well. And, well, that's not very straight, is it? You're not going to see those anyway, so you've got your flaps, and these are going to reinforce the sides. Remove my bits, and I know I'm doing it on top of my tray, but to keep lifting it up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Swig of me coffee. Oh, it's lovely. Where's my bone folder gone? I don't know. Calling bone folder, where have you gone? I've lost my bone folder. Where have I put that? Literally, I've lost my bone folder. Oh, there it is. Hiding in the back. So, now we can fold and burnish our score lines. Oops. There's just to reinforce the sides because it can be moved around a lot. So I'm going to grab some tear and tape. And I'm just going to add tear and tape. Whoops. Just help if it's straight gainer to these flaps. I think I'm doing it right. I watched the video when Sam first published it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I've not seen it since, so fingers crossed I'm doing it all right. So yeah, I don't see the point in using my good stuff when I'm just going to give it to Lola, but you can use whatever you want. I mean, I've got loads and loads of design service paper that was made, retired, and I'm not planning on getting rid of none of mine, so I'm going to use liquid glue now on my flaps. And what happens is you're going to tuck these sides up to make a square, obviously. You've got to keep them really flush and square. And this is perfection. Because when we fold this top bit over, this is going to reinforce the top itself and help stick down our end. So grab some glue on here too. I think this is just going to help to reinforce the sides. I like the glue. It's quite strong when it glows up, when it goes off. See? And the designer series paper for the outer box, you need 2 at 1 by 4 7/8. And 2 at 1 by 4 3/8 because the sides are slightly smaller. So now we can peel back our tape, the backing off our tear and tape, and we can pop them inside. If you want to use your bone folder, that's perfectly fine. You're going to like I'm saying, you're reinforcing the sides. I'm going to make sure it's squashed. And it's just going to be a kit. And I've done all different colours because I've got all different colours. I must have about 16 packets of cardstock. Some of it's not even been opened, and some of it's only got like 1 or 2 sheets. So there's the little tray. All these little boxes that we're going to make now are going to sit in. So and grab my liquid glue again. Like we've got 2 short sides for here. And you don't have to decorate. Well, that's a long one. You don't have to decorate your box if you don't want to. If it's going to be a desk tidy, then try doing it in the new colours. And these are going on the side, so I'm going to start gluing. I've tried to get designer series paper that matches the cardstock as well. So I don't. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? I've picked up my 2 long pieces. And I'm trying to glue them onto the short pieces. Here's my short pieces. You could add ribbon to this at the end if you want. Look, I'm just going to go at my own pace here because I don't want the camera to run out when I'm halfway doing a box. But it's so simple to make a little box. But it's getting those dimensions right for the inside. So everything that you put on inside your little tray fits perfectly. And Lola will love this. She loves anything to do with pens and paper and rubbers and rulers, and she's always asking me for desk tidies. They don't last 5 minutes with her, bless her, but she enjoys having a play. Whoops. I'm doing everything on top of my scoreboard as well, because I don't want to keep scoring it and then moving it. I want to do one box at a time with you. Oops, there we go. So we can leave that to one side. That is going to be our inner tray. And we're going to have these little boxes which is all going to sit inside. And I will, if I remember, because my head's like a sieve, put a link to Sam's video as well. So I'll get that up. So you can watch the lovely Sam do hers as well. Now, this is our tiniest box. Oh, it's so cute. And this measures 6.5 by 3 1/4. And your designer series paper, oh my gosh. One is 1 3/4 by 1 1/2. And these are 3/4 by 1 1/2. How cute are they? So, long side in. And we're going to score at 1, 3, 4, whoops, and 6. And then we're going to turn it over and score this at 1 and 2 3/4. And then we're going to fold and burnish our score line. How cute is this? I don't know. Yeah, 1. So we scored at 1. It's going to have a 1-inch lip. So let me work this one out now. That's going to get folded into there. That's going to the bottom and that's getting tucked in at the side. I think that's right. Is that 3 1/4? No, no, see, I've cut it wrong. So let me just grab my trimmer quickly. I cut this at 3 3/4 and it should be 3 1/4. I'm loving this guillotine. So there's that little 1/2 inch strip that's getting tucked over at the top. So you could even leave those and just glue that all the way across now if you wanted. So let's get things right. So this is, I did say the measurement, 6.5 by 3 1/4. I'm going to add my turn tape all the way along. Oh, it would help if I trim this off, little notch, and then trim these sides up. There we go, and I can burnish that score line like that. Now I can remove this tape, fold this over, and then just make sure you reinforce those little corners again. Add my tape there as well. And remove. Pull back any glue that's hanging over. And we can just basically lay that over there. And there's our little box. Isn't that cute? Now it's just, this is perfect for rubbers and little my mini stapler would fit in there perfectly. Look at that. Honest to God, how cute. Or a rubber. In fact, my rubber and my mini stapler would fit in there. How cute is that? So add a bit of glue. Keeping that nice and square. And there is that small tiny little box. How cute is this? And I know this is Emerald Envy, but this is Tranquil Tide. But I like contrasting colours against each other when you're decorating with designer series paper. So these are for the sides. Oh my word, how cute is this? Fingers crossed we'll have this done in less than 47 minutes. Because I tend to be a bit long-winded. I mean, I'm adding bright colours in a moment. I've got Sweet Sugar Plum, Flirty Flamingo. I've got Perfect Plum, Marina Mist. And each box is going to be decorated totally different. How cute. And that's the back of the box. So this is going to go here at the front of the tray. There's going to be 2 more there and 2 large ones there. And we're away to go. So we're getting there. Woo! Right, our next piece. Here's this one. And I have to check the measurements. And this is, let's check, 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to score the long side at 2, 4, 6, oops, and 8. Turn it to the short side and we're going to score at 1 and, no we're not, we're going to score it at 2, sorry. Please ignore that line, we can scrub that out, and 5. So, that seems a bit strange. In fact, I'm going to score at 4 3/4 because it's a 1/2 inch turn down. Unless I've just wrote it down wrong. But this is my score line. I'm going to remove this little corner here. That's our 1/2 inch score line. And this is our score line. So yeah, it's my fault. I've got so many measurements down here. So I'm going to nick off this bottom one there. And take it a little notch. And then we're going to come up to each score line. Ooh, I'm trying to rush, that's what it is. Remove our bits. Grab our tear and tape. Each box has got a little 1/2 inch turn down, see, to reinforce the top. I've probably read Sam's instructions wrong because it's Friday night. We've got the kids. You won't see this till one day next week. And I like to get as many projects in as possible. So I've got, see now, something, I must have measured that wrong, that piece. I think it should have been 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. That way we've got 1/2 inch down this side as well. So I've got this 1/8 inch tape because we've measured. My box will still work, but you need to have this one. I'm going to readjust that. So it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And you're going to score at 2 and 5, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So that would give you the 1/2 inch there. Take that off, fold this over, making sure this is nice and straight. And there's our other little box. Now you can just fold these flaps in. You can add glue to every single one. I'm just going to add these. Because like I say, it's for Lola. And I'm going to square that up. And because these are 2 by 2 by 2, our little design of this paper is 1 3/4. Look at that now. That's because the 1/2 inch is missing. So 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. So have I messed my paper up? No, I'm going to take that down to 2 1/2. So look at my guillotine. It's absolutely fabulous. I'm going to pop those all in at 2 1/2. Oh, it doesn't want to take the 4 off, so I'll do 2 at a time. Gosh, it said 10 pieces of paper, but then that's paper, not cardstock. So 2 1/2. Perhaps it would have done 3. It helps if you stand it up. I'm actually sitting down because I can't craft standing up. There it goes. How quick was that? Pop those in my little pot. So in with my little box. That's better. Just making sure my little stripe is straight. It would help, wouldn't it? There we go, that's better. I'm using really old designer series paper here. This is like from Fruit Stand, is it? I ordered this off a lady because she was selling it and I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. I just love the colours, so... And I bought it a full packet as well. It already retired when I bought it, so... But I'm a sucker for a bargain as well. Oh gosh. Just how cute these are though. These are ideal for your Tombow, your scissors. I'll throw a few things in it when it's completely finished. And show you how you can improve your desk space with this beautiful little box. So there's another one. That's going behind there. How sweet. And now we've got this box. Right, measurements gainer. Check them. Measure twice, cut once. They say, don't they? Me, I'm a silly sausage. So, bone folder, scissors to hand and piercing tool. So now we have got this box here. This is 10 1/2 by 5 1/2. And we need to score the short side at 2 1/2 and 5. So there's our 1/2 inch piece, and then we're going to turn to the short side and we're going to score this at 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2 and 10. Got that one right. Nick off this corner. And if you notice, I just notched in. Absolutely perfect. This is our top actually. This is going to be the one that's reinforced. So grab our bone folder. This is the one that's getting tucked inside to reinforce the lid, the rim around the top. This is going to be our bottom. Well, that's a big square for a bottom, isn't it? And this is where we're going to have tape here as well. Oh, I'm getting there, girls. I'm getting there. Add this. A pokey tool. I'm just going to fold this over. I got paper stuck to my fingers. I'm just going to reinforce that down. And now we're going to burnish our score line. I don't know why I know why, because I'm burnishing it the wrong way. And I wondered why my card was cracking. So I'm just going to add a little bit more there. No one's going to see that on the inside. I was just folding it the wrong way, ladies. Rushing, see? There we have it. So if I pop that there, close that down, edge to edge. There we go. That's perfect. Now for our little box. I haven't cut up this. I haven't cut them all up. Oh bless. So just take your scissors. And don't do as I do. Do as I say. Please cut up your score lines first. Because I'm rushing, see. I shouldn't be rushing. But this, oh, I've missed one again. This will completely reinforce itself. It's got 4 layers at the bottom. Got that beautiful, nice, thick rim around the top. And yeah, it's plenty of reinforcement. So where's the back? This is the back. So I'm going to pop that like that. I'm going to add my glue. Square it off. Making sure that the ends come together. And like I say, you can glue all 4 on if you want to, but I don't think you need to, because it's got its own little stability going on. And now my little reinforcements on the outside instead of the in, but don't worry about that. And these are cut at 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. God blimey, it's 7 o'clock in the night already. Bampy's taking the grandkids swimming. He's a darling. He does everything with those kids. He adores them. I do too, but I'm quite limited. I can't get in and out of the swimming baths anymore. Ugh, no. And I don't fancy swimming. I used to love going. I just want to stay home and craft. Is that a sin? So there's our 3rd box made. I think this is one of the big ones. Yeah, this is one of the big ones for this side. And we've got 2 more now to go in the back. Isn't that starting to look cute as hell? Oh my gosh. Love it. Now we've got our... This one is cut at 8 by 8 1/4. So on the short side, which is this way, because it is 8. And we're going to score this at 2 and 7 1/2. This is our top lip. Then we're going to turn and we're going to score this at 2, 4, 6 and 8. Why is it only giving me a 1/4 now? That should be 8 1/2 there. Because we're supposed to have a 1/2 inch Mind you, it doesn't really matter on the side, does it? So this is the bottom. And this is going to be the little top bit that gets folded inside our box. So I'm going to snip this off. And this. And I'm going to cut up our score lines this time. Perfect. The kids will come home absolutely starving after been swimming. They always do, bless them. So Lola's asked for egg and chips. So Bampy has cut up all the spuds before you were left. And then Lola will have egg and chips, but Bampy will do when he comes in. He's a star, he is, that boy. Oh, I love him so much. My God, best husband in the world. Well, to me, he is. Nip that off. I always push this down because it helps the glue when you come in to take off the backing strip. So we need to do this piece first. We need to remove that. We're going to fold this on the inside. Press that down. I'm just going to quickly burnish the score lines. Remove our tape. Making sure these come level now. And there's our tallest box. So, fold, 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 fold. And glue this down. Keeping that straight. Line that up. You're going to have the weight of your pens and stuff in there, so this is perfect for marker pens, aqua painters. And I've got this beautiful contrasting rich raspberry, which will go in there. Doesn't that look really sweet? Love it. And just check the time. Oh, we're doing really well for time. Love this bit. My husband will be like, why are you making more desk tidies? And I'll say, because somebody asked me to do it. Not only that, then Lola gets to take them all home with her. She got the Spectrum Noir pens, and they were in a bag, proper bag that they meant to be in, but she wants to keep them on her desk so she can just use them to hand. She said, Nanny, they're in a bag and I forget all about that they're there, so bless her little soul. So does this one go here? That is really tall. That is brilliant. So they're all on different height levels. We've got our last box to do, and I'll be using the Daisy Delight because I love the purple in there with the purple here. I'm going to grab my tidy. Now this is 10.5 by 7. And we're going to take the short side. I'm going to score this at 2.5. and 6.5. See, now we've got that 1/2 inch strip. I'm going to turn this to the long side, and we're going to score this again. 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. Ah, see where that other one, it was 10.5 by 5. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I was doing something wrong. So I'm going to burnish the score line. In fact, this is our last piece. I can get rid of this now. Yay! And I'm not scraping now on there, so just burnish all your score. I will have the proper measurements for you on my blog, and I will redirect you to Sam, because credit is always given to the creator of these wonderful creations, as only fair to do. I'll show you my desk tidy in a moment. Very similar to Sam's, but totally different. Mine, like I say, had to be a lot slimmer. And I made mine just after I got my desk. And I don't know when Sam's video was out. But I've done so many desk tidies in the past. Little sections, some with the wider sections on the back. Some for just holding dimensionals. So, tape. And tape. If you either want to watch Sam's version, just go over to Pootles Papercraft, type in videos when you should get there, and it's about 3 clicks down, I think. I mean, you could add your designer series paper before you could have done it now, but in fact I can still do that now. I'll do this one the other way with you before we put our box together. So we've just got our pieces here. I love that Daisy Delight paper, isn't it beautiful? If they still sell the stamp set, I reckon they should still sell the DSP. Because what else is going to go with this unless it's our designer series paper? I buy it because it goes with the set. What else is going to go? Can you think of anything else? We could have whatever colour cardstock you use the new designer series paper, but then you're limited to spots and stripes, which I love, but I do love a floral pattern as well. So you can do this before you even put your box together. You could have done that with all the others. I think I'm doing quite well. We're up to 38 minutes and I've done all 5 boxes and the tray. OMG. I think I'm starting to speed up instead of slow down. I think it's as your crafting skills get a little bit better and you get a bit more confident, then that's when you are managing to craft a bit faster. Perfect. So, pop my glue on. Turn this over, fold this over, and move the back in, and making sure this lines up perfectly, which that did. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. And there we have it. So where did I just line that? Oh, it's there. Look, see, I couldn't even see the seam. So this is the back. So So I'm going to have my two sides. Hold them square. And then, oh, I just put my glue away. Silly sausage. That's there. That's it. Making sure they're lovely and square. And press down. These are just so cute. Thank you for this idea, Sam. So, this is the back. And that fits right in there. Look at that. There we have it. There's that lovely little box. All different sizes. And if you wanted to keep them in that position, you could always bob along and pop some glue in between. But then you can take these out, rearrange them, but you know, you could, it's entirely up to you. Hide things. It's just that those two have got to be in. You know, why wouldn't you put the tallest at the back, mediums at the front, in the middle, and the tiniest at the back? So I'm just going to go. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to grab some ribbon to finish this off. I've decided to do so. So what colour? Oh wow. Tell you what, I have got, whoops, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, there it go. I'll use, no, it's tiny. Bear with me, I'll be there now. I've got this lovely, this was off Petal Garden last year. And this can go all the way around the base. Tie this into a bow. If that's the front, that is, anyway, so. How cute is that? So, I'm going to have to mess with my tails a little bit. That is just so cute. There we have it. Look at that. How cute is that? I'm just going to pull that a little bit tighter. Twist this round. I'm going to grab a little glue dot actually and hold that into place. And my luscious little Lola will love this. So I'm going to wrap it round, tap it. Tiny little thing. And there we go. That is just so cute. Absolutely adorable. Snip off my ends. Oh gosh, my scissors are terrible. Absolutely terrible. That's better. Not a bad judge of how much bow to grab as well. Bow, ribbon even. There we go, I'm going to leave it like that. But there's that lovely desk tidy that the gorgeous Sam McDonald made. Sam Donald. Is it? I don't know. I will soon tell you now. Sam Hammond Donald. And it's called Small But Awesome Pencil Desktop Holder Tutorial. And there's 5 little boxes like I've shown. And the inner tray, all wrapped in a ribbon. And I'll give you the measurements again. The smallest pink, well, she's got pink. The small box, which is the 10.5 by 5.5. And the DSP is 2 1/4 by 2. That's this box. So the tiniest wee box is 6.5 by 3 1/4. Oh, that was right. And the DSP is 3/4 by 1.5, and then at 2 pieces, and 1 3/4 by 1.5, 2 pieces. That's for this little box. This is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. This little one then is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, and you need 4 of those. This box then is that 10 by 7, and it's 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, and the very tall box, the DSP, is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4, and that box is 8.5 by 8. I'll put these measurements on my blog as well, but I will do, or you can just simply go over to Sam at Sam Pootles, which is pootles.co.uk, and / small but awesome pencil desktop holder. There you go. So thanks for that, Sam. I'm going to love and leave you all. I've got about 6 seconds and then it's going to go off. So I'll see if it does record for any longer, if you don't mind staying with me for